is too high. I'm ready for a fight, never flight, but I wanna have fun all night. I could've took this girl if I wanted, but I ain't into throwing dirty laundry in the public. I can always make something out of nothing, cause I know how it was when it wasn't. Falling ships and murder that she wrote. Combination, always drink and smoke. Apathy could help the way I roll, cause I'm selective on how much I show. Time will tell, don't show me what I know. Know you have to only go for broke. You look good but act just like a hoe. You look good but I really want nothing but a good time. I ain't here for the fuck shit, paying no mind. If you're trying to show me substance, bring it on mine. I really want nothing but a good time. I really can't stress this enough. I always gotta keep it at a buck. I rather have money than lust, but I'ma look twice if she got a big butt. I have a hard time with trust. Part-time love is a new fine drug. It's okay, I'ma fill my cup. It's okay, I'ma still turn up. Pull up, girl, to Barry Wine. You love to dance, ain't you love to fight. Pull up, girl, to Barry Wine. I love the dancing, I love the night. Pull up, girl, to Barry Wine. You love the dancing, you love to fight. Pull up, girl, to Barry Wine. I love the dancing. I really want nothing but a good time. I ain't here for the fuck shit, paying no mind. If you're trying to show me substance, bring it on mine. I really want nothing but a good time. Why don't you just pull up, girl, to Barry Wine. You love to dance and you love to fight. Pull up, girl, to Barry Wine. I love the dancing, I love the night. Pull up, girl, to Barry Wine. You love the dancing, you love the fight. Pull up, girl, to Barry Wine. I love the dancing, I love the night.
Do you need a prescription for Viagra?
Did I give it to you?
I've been searching. I've been searching. I quit searching. I quit searching for you. I quit searching for you.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Butterfly Blackout. I'm your host, Emily, along with Truth and Jeff.
Hello.
Happy Pride Month! Yay! Are we excited? We get to celebrate Pride. Dogs are in the spirit too. Dogs celebrate Pride Month. So if you're a pet owner, you know, take a moment, hug your dog, and be proudful of celebrating a dog that could or could not be, you know, gay. I have an ex who has a dog, and he said his dog is gay. He likes to hump other dogs, other male dogs. True story. So celebrating Pride Month. This is the month where we accept everybody, including pets. Now, everybody has heard Versus. Well, Versus is a friendly competition between two people or two groups. They have rap genres, R&B. This is hosted by Swiss Beats and Timberland. And the next Versus is between Eve and Trina. It's the first female rap Versus. Now, not everybody's happy about this. Why? Because a lot of people don't know why these two would be matched up. Some say Trina could wipe the floor with Eve. Some say differently. Many people say that not everybody knows everything about Trina to support her like that, but it is what it is. So what do you guys think? Is this something to tune into, or is this a good match? I mean, we've given y'all several ideas. Truth has given you several ideas. Clearly, you're not trying to cut us a check. So what do you think?
I got something to mention on that. So here's my thing, right? This, I think it's
It's bad because they're not within the same regions, but they're two regional artists. They both have made hits that have gone national, but they also have a lot of, I don't want to say underground, but regional hits, stuff that we know. Eve from New York, being around this area, and Trina, tons of stuff in Florida, down south. People know all the mixtapes and all that stuff. But it's good just to keep it at that. And two ladies, they want to keep two ladies and ladies. I don't need to see ladies and ladies. I can see the ladies against the dude. But to go against the other point, White Versus is coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, so who's the first
your boy Justin is trying to get something popping.
With who?
He let it slip a little bit in one of these little
With
podcasts he was doing it. No,
With who?
to get signed up. They pick whoever, they'll tell them. But to get signed up, they got to clear all their music. They got to make sure how much they're going to make. And now we back open again. You know, that's some concert money. So homie, I don't step out the bed for at least $32 million. So they got to get their money right. White
Who would
Versus is
he-
coming.
who would he
Thank you,
battle?
Trilla.
Is he battling another white person?
He can battle another white person, or you can get the boy bands together. So that's double. That's double.
Okay, so he would have to battle if it's all white. He has to battle.
I'm just saying white people include it now because it's
It
been
would
an
be
urban
NSYNC
thing.
versus Backstreet Boys,
That's a possibility.
I mean,
or he'll have to go up against Usher.
as much as I want that to happen, I don't think it could. Now, him against Usher would be a good one.
They both had Timberland
But
work on
Usher's
their
not
albums.
he's not in the
True.
media in a good light right now.
That's true.
With that outfit he had on, I don't think you
Oh,
want to do that
Lord.
right now.
Well, he's got Vegas, but listen,
Yes. He
But
has
wait a
Vegas
minute.
thing.
Timberland worked on both of their albums that like surpassed all the records, right?
Yeah.
It would really be a Timberland versus Timberland battle because
Well, it goes back to the producer thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's good,
Bring
Alyssa? How you
Sexy
how you
back,
doing? Thank you
and
for
then
tuning
you
in.
got Let It Burn, Confessions. I mean, come on.
You got hit after hit.
All right, do you really want to? All right, so
Well, not to take away from the ladies. Do you want to finish the ladies?
Does it have to
we
be-
just went straight off this.
Well,
Does it
because
have
there's
to
something
be
really to
white?
talk about with the ladies.
does it have to be white or could we?
Oh
get
no,
two,
hold on.
two artists.
Hold on. What I meant by just white, I meant now they're bringing in pop artists and stuff like
and
that.
that's what
Okay.
we've been
Because
waiting
before
for.
it was just all urban.
Right.
That's what we were waiting for.
Right.
That's
right.
And we
got a
also
good
asked for
one.
rock.
If you want,
I'm down for a rock joint too. I'm down for all of that.
If you want to get best of both worlds, you'll have Justin Timberland against Genuine.
No,
But the Genuine doesn't
Genuine
have
ain't got
any hits.
enough.
He got hits.
He got hits, but he don't have.
He got
he
hits.
He
got
doesn't have a
enough.
Justin Timberlake catalog. Are you nuts?
Nah.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Justin Timberland got pop hits. And he has R&B hits. So what I'm saying, if you want the best of both worlds,
Where's Genuine coming in with the
well,
pop
Genuine
hits?
one was produced by Timberland. Then obviously Justin has a lot of songs produced by Timberland.
Yeah, but Genuine don't got a
So-
40 just sitting there on him. Like, nah, he don't got that much.
Yeah,
That's why he
yeah,
got to
I
go up
don't see it.
He has
against
enough hits.
Usher.
Nah, dude, not hits to go
Usher,
head to head.
Usher, I
First-
wouldn't do that one.
The first round would be non-Timberland, and then the second round would be all Timberland, and they would just go battle for battle. That's it, and we'll determine who the winner is.
Yeah.
Once Confessions drop, it's kind of over for Justin anyway. So
No, you actually have a last amount.
You think
I
so?
mean, there's-
nah,
there
Justin's
isn't
got some
really
bangers.
a
dude.
once
true-
Confession, what's it gonna play the Trolls song?
You said the
Once
Trolls.
Confessions
What's wrong with you?
drops, that's it.
Nah, because he still
Either
got.
that or Let It Burn.
He got that stuff he did with Jay-Z. He got all that stuff that could just go against.
Doesn't
it.
matter.
It's still,
It
yeah,
doesn't
he got a
matter.
lot. He got a lot.
Beyonce sings that same song with Jay-Z. So what?
It don't yeah, she don't sing it like Jay. I mean JT. She don't sing it like him.
There's two different
I mean, there's no
vocalists.
really artists out there.
That's
that
why
can
stay
really
in your
hang with
lane,
him.
young lady. And I'm a rock here. She don't compare to him and that. I'm not saying who's better. I'm just saying she don't compare.
So if we go back to Eve and Trina, right? Who y'all got? I'm a Forever Eve girl,
I'm not
and I guess
watching
it's
that.
by region.
Not watching that. You're targeting people my age. So if this is what you're doing,
yeah, at that point, you
this
35
is-
and above.
Then you're looking at 35 and above.
Yeah.
Trina or Eve have been in the media in years. Eve's married to a billionaire. Trina's doing her loving hip hop, growing that Trick, who's still trying to do same music over and over again at the age of 55. And
Well,
that's
she
no
has a radio
disrespect.
show.
Again, as far as music, nobody under 35 know who any one of these ladies are.
So that means they're going to have low ratings.
So again, if
it'll
you're
probably be a lower
targeting
rated one. Yeah.
our age group, then yes, you can get that. But if you're trying to think you're going to get the youngins in there, it's not going to happen.
Okay, so they are June 16th, and happening June 26th is Bow Wow versus Soldier Boy. Now, at first, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought this was a joke. I didn't know this was real.
That was real.
Now it's real.
It was real.
So who y'all got?
Bow Wow. I think.
I
Bow
was
Wow
gonna say
sweep
Bow
it.
Wow too. I was like, Soldier, I know you did a lot, but
Y'all underselling so like so.
No, I-
Why,
I'm not saying Soldier
Okay.
can't hang.
First
I'm
of
just
all,
saying. I
Drake
think it's gonna
took
be the
his
Bow
style,
Wow.
just robbed his entire style.
hold on.
Yo, we need that. We
Shorty
need that.
like mine. Shorty like mine. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
don't know,
Alyssa
bro.
said they wanted Trina and Kaya.
That would make more
That
sense.
would have made more sense.
Yes.
That would have made more
Thank you for that one, Alyssa.
That
would've
would have
did.
made more sense.
That would have made more sense.
What's good, Stackers? Thank good.
And
Thanks for
I
tuning
would
in.
have definitely enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Now
no
that,
shade,
That
Eve.
I would. Yeah, I would tune in for that.
Yeah.
My neck and my back is all I want to hear. But that when that dropped, it was over. Now
That's
she
true.
had a couple more hits, but that was like
That was
she
the
took
one.
over that summer when she came out with that.
That was the one. Yeah.
But that's why I'm like, who's in charge of pairing the people, the artists together? Because it seems like they're not really. I don't know if they're doing their research.
I think they're probably putting a pool out who they probably can get and who music they might be able to get to release. And this list looks like it was one of the ones where it. All right, no one's this bad. I'm sorry. I just think whoever they had to match with Eve, because Eve will be easy to get for Swiss because they still have a
They
great
still friend-
relationship.
yeah.
They're still friends. I just think whoever the other person they had probably fell through.
Possibly.
And then that's why they was like, yo, I'm in a little bind. Can you help me out?
That's what they said happened with Oh my God. How does it feel, dude? What is his name? What is his name?
Anyways, their matchup is on June 26th. Watch it if you feel like
I just said
it.
it was the 16th.
I don't know what we gonna do because
Wait, is
we
it
in our
26th?
feelings and we waiting for the pop, huh?
What's the date? The 26th or the
It's
16th?
26th. The 16th is Eve and Trina,
Okay.
and the 26th is Bow Wow and Soldier Boy. Hopefully
Okay,
they'll bring out
okay.
people. Do you think Bow Wow's gonna bring out Sierra?
He wish he could.
Nah.
Okay.
Sierra ain't coming back out.
shady.
T-Pain. That'd be fire.
He can't,
Oh.
he can't afford
T-Pain.
He can't
That would be.
afford
Come on now.
So, again, welcome to the show. It is Pride Month. I'll be saying that throughout the show because we want to make sure that, nobody thinks that we're against Pride because we do talk a lot about Pride. Well, not Pride, but the LGBTQ community. And I just want to let you know that HBO has a movie documentary called Transhood. It follows a family who had their children transgenderized. So they had their sexes changed at a young age. So that might be something that people might be interested in watching and see how they take these children before they hit puberty and turn them into something that they probably weren't going to be, but you never know. So happy Pride Month. I also want to give a shout out to Simone Biles, who is now the first woman to win 7 U.S. all-around titles in gymnastics.
Congratulations.
I'm only mentioning that because it seems like she's not getting notarized. Notary? What's the word?
You said it right.
No.
I said it right?
Notarized.
Notarized everywhere. We're talking about these celebrity fights that happened over the last few days, but we're
Mhm.
not talking about someone who actually is skilled at her craft and has basically she's number one in the world.
Yep.
Number one in the United States. Never mind that she's black, but as a woman, she's number one. But I wanted to bring this up because it is Pride Month. Okay, you see how everything circles back. So can we say she's the number one woman, or is she the number one person?
I would say you would. All right, first of all, she's not getting recognized again because of color of her skin. When the white guy did it and broke all kinds of pool, I ain't going to say his name. I ain't going to give him that kind of love. He was in a pool. He won 5,000 trophies and gold medals, and he got caught smoking weed, and then they disbarred him. You couldn't see him anywhere else. So it's definitely because she's strong, she's well educated, and she's of color.
And the only people that really love her, I'm sorry, the only people that really love her are her fans and the actual gym community because they go crazy, or the announcers, I will say, because every time she steps up to do something and she does a flip, if you ever listen to the commentary, they go crazy. Like, oh my gosh. Like, they go, you gotta listen. It's pure comedy. They go
Right.
crazy.
You got
go
her?
ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I said you got to give her credit. She is old. where the people will retire out of the sport. They're showing more light to the white lady coming back into the sport at 42 with 3 kids than they're giving it to Simone.
Well, Simone, that's why we here, boo.
I mean, I give you that. And nobody peeped out. She had the goat on her thing
I
until
did.
they saw that.
I
Now
did.
that was fire. I was like, yep.
I remember his name, Mr. Alyssa. I just wasn't gonna give him the credit.
Yeah, we all knew the name, but you got to follow along. We being shady. Well, again, this is Pride Month. Follow along with me. You're going to hear me say that a couple times, and I'm doing it not only for you all, but I'm doing it for Truth and Jeff, and this is the reason why.
I'm still trying to get that
so,
cereal.
there is a borough called Middlesboro, if I said it
Middlesboro,
correctly,
uh-huh.
right? And they have adopted, now, the LGBTQ+, that's AKA the alphabet people. That's, the acronym for that community, right? They've adopted, now follow me. LGBTQ+ refers to lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, questioning, with the plus sign signifying a desire to be inclusive. Now, if you heard me on the show before, earlier, way back when, I added a minus. Now, people were asking, well, why are you adding a minus? And my mom actually thought that the minus was real. I added the minus because you have to, if we're going to be all inclusive, we have to include the people that get rid of their parts, right? So that's what the minus is for. So that's a part of being inclusive. If we're going to have a plus, we all know in math that you have to have the minus. So now they've added LGBTQIP2SAA.
What the hell is that? You're lying. Dude.
You ready? I'm not lying. You ready? I can't even see Truth's face, so I don't even know what it looks like.
LGBT.
I'll say it again, Truth.
Q.
LGBTQIP2SAA, which stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual. Y'all need me to tell y'all what that means, or y'all know what that means?
No, go through it.
Keep going.
Transgender, questioning, queer. So what they did was they added the extra Q instead of slashing it as questioning queer. It's now questioning and queer. Intersex, pansexual, two-spirit, which is the 2S, androgynous, and asexual.
Can you explain two-spirit?
I'm glad you asked.
I just want to know that
Two-spirit
one.
is a term used by some indigenous North Americans to describe those who fulfill a traditional third gender ceremonial role.
Okay, that was really ambiguous. What the hell is that? A third
Bisexual.
gender?
Bisexual.
No. A third is ceremonial role.
Bisexual.
So when
The
I have
idea
a
is
ceremony,
to signify
like I'm a bear?
desire to be inclusive. So we add the plus and the minus, and we have these extra letters.
okay, we all can agree, even them. Like this is just too much. I don't care. That's
I don't know
like
why you
that's
think
too
it's
much.
I mean, here's the thing.
I do believe. Wait,
Yeah.
Truth. I have more. I do believe they will eventually add a C for cisgender, so we can celebrate cisgender pride. Because in this we're
Well, then
all
that would
cisgenders.
be regular people. Well, not regular people.
Well,
I
it's
wouldn't
going
say
to
that.
happen because the
Heterosexual people.
QIP2SAA plus minus, they're taking over because it's Pride Month and everybody should come out of the closet and be gay. So now that almost everybody's turning out to be gay, we're gonna have to have cisgender pride. We're cisgender, so we're gonna have to show pride for cisgenders. Okay. Then we're gonna add the H for hetero pride to celebrate the people that love to be with people of the opposite sex. So that's coming down the pipeline too. And because they're all about love and we want to show love to our kids, and we're teaching our kids how to masturbate at the tender age of 5, and we're showing how it's okay for a grown adult to love on a child, even if it's sexual, we'll add the P later
What?
on for pedophilia pride. A moment of truth.
What?
Hold on. Alyssa
Happy
says,
Pride Month.
She says, call them Houdini. And that's. He said, that's the rap Houdini 2.0.
Yeah.
Now, see, I ain't messing with you.
I mess with you, Liz. I will say this. I personally don't have a problem with any community. You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. You can live your life as whatever style you want to. My thing is, if you are trying to harm someone else, then yes, I would have an issue with that. And if they're not doing that, you want to be called something. The only thing my situation is, again, where a lot of these people are being coerced. I can't say that word. There you
Coerced.
go. Into doing something that they're truly not ready for. And the reason why I'm saying that is the person who invented the surgery no longer performs the surgery because of the suicidal rate that was happening for those individuals that actually had the surgery and regretted it. So again, I understand they step parameters and stuff up, but I think there should also be an age limit on it. Because again, you have to be your brain has to be fully developed. You have to be truly understanding what you're going to mentally go through the rest of your life. Because I'm not gonna say unfortunately, I'm just not gonna say the person's name. One of my coworkers is trans. Had the surgery and everything, and still has everything of a male. And then walks into a female bathroom, and then we had an issue there.
So they still present like a man?
No, you can tell the person is,
Yeah.
was a man, even though the surgery to remove
Yeah.
is there. We had an issue with her going. I love this person, so I'll give her that credit. Her going into the female's bathroom, and women seeing it and getting nervous and having an issue or problem with it. And there was a little issue in the building where they were saying, they couldn't prevent her from going to the women's bathroom because of the surgery.
Right.
So obviously, this lady is in her late 40s, 50s. So obviously, she understands what she's doing and the outcome of it. But going again for someone 13, 14, who hasn't hit true puberty yet, and doesn't truly understand the true effects of what they're looking for, what they're going to do, because you might change your mind in a couple of years.
Right.
You go to college, you start experiencing little things. Because what a lot of people fail to realize, a lot of the confusion happens in parents. Parents tell the boys, stay away from the girls. You want the boys with the boys and the girls with the girls. So parents cause a lot of this confusion with kids.
Damn.
And a lot of people don't understand and really think about that.
I was never confused.
And some people are. Or, for instance, me, who was raped by a male and a female.
Right.
You can go through that confusion. Well, what side of the table am I supposed to be on?
Right.
But again, when I reach a certain age, you understand certain things. Lisa said Houdini should sell their name. I ain't messing with you. She said
Rent it to them.
Yeah,
Raise it
go
out.
ahead and share it.
We'll give you a 4-year lease.
Go ahead, Jeff. I'm good.
I don't know. One.
Okay, well, listen. He doesn't know.
Oh, shut
This
up.
is Pride Month, so we're celebrating Pride and all that comes with it. So congratulations to the LGBTQ. Hold on. I'm still getting used to it. LGBTQQ, IP, 2SAA plus minus, and in the future, CHP.
Nobody's saying any of that.
Huh? Why is it too long?
Yes.
You're going
Well,
to
I
have
mean,
Because-
they get mad when we
and-
say alphabet people.
No, because
so
and here's the thing: they're going to take it just like how black people flip the word nigger. That is, they're going to take it and use LGBT or alphabet people as their own. I guarantee you. Mark my words.
Okay, we're marking it on this day.
Yep.
All right, but then we need to really talk about the C for cisgender because I do want to celebrate C and H. I am a proud heterosexual. I think we have to say that now because it seems like if you're gay, you have to announce that you're gay or you're a lesbian. That means something. So I think I have to announce that, hi, I'm Emily and I'm a heterosexual. Does that mean something? Vaccines. Did you get your shots yet? Well, in New York, they have a lottery where, if you're a teenager and you get your vaccines, then you can enter into this lottery and you can win a potential full scholarship to SUNY CUNY. One kid won it already, so that's a great incentive. If you go over to New York, you can get free tickets to a museum or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
if that's the incentive you want to go with. But remember back in the day, Royal Caribbean last year stated that moving forward, all their passengers had to be fully vaccinated in order to ride their ships. Well, they sailed with fully vaccinated people. And 2 passengers ended up being COVID positive. Although they were asymptomatic. What does that mean? Does that mean that people still have to travel vaccinated, or does that mean that you can just accept anyone at this point? Because if vaccinated people are still getting COVID, then what's the worry?
Oh, you're asking a question? Oh,
I
you're waiting
am.
for it.
I'm
Okay.
asking a
I can tell
question.
you right now. Go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry. Okay.
So vaccinated people will still contract the virus, they
Thank
say.
you.
I'm sorry, say that again, because,
Vaccinated people will still contract the virus.
are you saying that if you're fully vaccinated, you can still catch the virus?
Yes.
And you worried about us who don't have the vaccine? Listen. Put this down because we're not here's the thing. I don't care if you're vaccinated or not. I done seen some things in my lifetime to know that I'm still gonna wear a mask. The Chinese taught me. Okay? We sit here making fun of them, they wearing a mask. No. And flu season is right around the corner. So if you're smart, you'll still wear a mask and protect yourself, because you're not protecting yourself from the homies. You're protecting yourself from the nasty folks, because once they got vaccinated, they stopped doing what they were supposed to do with their personal health.
You mean like
and
wash your
hygiene.
hands?
They don't wash their hands. And you know that situation, and in that situation, that person is fully vaccinated.
I mean, I ain't touched nothing. So.
So firsthand, I got knowledge. A fully vaccinated person is not washing their hands because for some reason they think that they're immune from everything.
Well, see, that's
so mad.
the problem is it's the truth is out there, but no one wants to believe the truth. They want to come up with their own.
What's the truth?
The truth is the vaccine does not prevent you from catching it. It
Right.
prevents you from dying from it.
Right.
That's
Just
what
like
they
when
say.
people get their flu shots, because the flu still has killed more people than COVID. So what we have to
But
understand.
truth, I'm sorry, you can't talk about the flu. It's not the same thing, sweetheart. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I apologize. I'm going to do it again. All right, so what they have to understand is just because you're vaccinated doesn't mean you can't catch it. And
But what you
if
can
this is-
catch,
yeah.
I'm sorry, what you can catch is heart inflammation. So, there are 226 reported cases. Out of 130 million people that are fully vaccinated, they say you really shouldn't worry. But tell that to the 226 people that ain't ever had an issue with their heart, and all of a sudden they took the vaccine and they got an issue with their heart. Now, if I were that person, I'd be pissed as a mother if I ain't got no issues like that. Now, if my child gets it, and my child, who is a boy, a cisgender boy, who likes cisgender girls, if he were to take the vaccine and he developed some heart issues and he ain't never had no issues, I'm telling you all right here, right now, or I'm suing somebody and you paying for everything. I better not see one bill come across my address, because I'm going to let y'all know we're going to be up in courts. And guess what? The United States of America is going to be the United States of Emily. Keep messing with me, I'm going to put everybody out of a job.
Well, they're not going to. And this is what you have to understand. They will not back what they want everyone to do. They would love for everyone to get vaccinated. And the best way to do that is to make it mandatory. But they're not going to, because they know the lawsuits that they're going to get hit with for forcing people to do it. So now they're doing what normal people do. Okay, so hey, if you're fully vaccinated, you're going to get a full ride in college that no one's ever went to. Okay, if you get vaccinated, you're going to get a free entry to a museum that's $5 entry.
Yeah.
So all these so all
Yeah.
these situations aren't like, even jobs are offering $100, $200, this and that.
Yep.
But what you're not hearing is mandatory. Now, for those jobs that are mandatory, they know they're on the hook.
Well, here's the thing. There are some nurses that did lose their jobs because the hospital required and made it mandatory that they all get their shots, and they said no, and they lost their jobs.
No, you could.
Yeah, but those people are suing. Did you hear now?
Yes, and as
Those
you
people are
should sue,
suing.
because you can't tell me that it's a personal choice, but then you're making me and forcing me. If I don't feel comfortable, I don't feel comfortable.
Here's the bad part. Once Biden started lifting all these states things, which he already started, which is why people could just go out with masks and push down to the states. Once the states start lifting too, New Jersey's coming soon. They're just waiting for the election. Once they start lifting, mandatory's out the window. So, but the mandatory rules don't apply. So here you go. Under these rules that are now existing, I got the shot. If my heart inflames and expands 10 times larger, like it's the Grinch
you
on
feel
Christmas,
good that you got. I mean, you
and-
feel
and so-
good. No issues, because we were actually watching you. You the prototype.
nigga, I was already good because I was already taking heart medications. It didn't bother me. But again, so their back out is pre-existing conditions because none of you fools already know how your heart is unless you already go get checked for it.
Right.
So that's just their back out. But the thing is, under these rules, when you go get it, the thing is, since it was destined, you can't sue.
Let me ask you a question.
Now, wait, hold on, really quick.
Yeah.
You can sue if these rules leave, so meaning they get rid of these existing conditions and they say J&J or whatever, Moderna or Pfizer, this vaccine is now fully under the FDA granted to be used regularly, not just in times of emergency, and then you go to your regular doctor and you get it like you get your regular vaccination, then you can sue if you have that. And you're like, you never had a condition, we checked your heart, and we know it's not that. You can sue up the wazoo and walk out like a trillionaire before you die. Or whatever it is, you know what I mean?
Right.
But that's the catch-all. Will there be a few people in between? Yeah, there's gonna be a whole bunch of white
Oh
folks.
yeah,
in
I'm gonna.
I know
wait
the white
till
folks
the
are already on
FDA
it.
fully approved because
Yeah.
first of all, you're not gonna put me in that hole. And how dare you sit there and put, or advertise everywhere that it's your choice, it's fully safe. It's not fully safe to the people that are having issues. So you can't and you shouldn't say it's fully safe. It's not fully effective if you still catch it. Just because you won't die, or the possibility is that you won't die, doesn't mean that you still can't catch it and pass it on to other people. So that means that you fully vaccinated folks are being sloppy because there are still people who cannot be vaccinated, and more than likely you're going to pass it on to them.
But that was the acceptable loss rule. That's the number. That's the part of the government that everybody should be mad at. What was the acceptable loss amount?
Oh, I didn't know there was an acceptable loss. I mean,
There-
you
there's
talked
an
about, you compared it to the flu, and y'all got mad, and now all of a sudden, oh, it's acceptable that you lost like 5 people versus saving all these lives. According to Trump, when he was in office, basically his press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, said, 1 life is too many. What the heck are we talking about?
That's her, but not according to the government.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have brought up Trump.
Oh, no, hey, man, yo, hey, fun fact, and y'all gonna blame it on Jeff, not Emily. A lot of the things that Trump was going up against for, or people were hating him for, is now coming true. Just a little bit. Fun fact.
See, I was going to. That's
Fun-
a laugh.
fun-
That's
fun
a
fact.
laugh.
Fun
Because,
fact.
Yes, I saw that. And I was going to say it on the show today, but I have so many.
Oh, my bad. I
haters that
jumped
think I'm a
ahead. I
Trump
didn't know.
lover,
I
And
didn't
I'm
know.
like, I really want to throw it in your face.
You could be a Trump
that
lover.
I'm not a Trump lover, but I pay attention to what's being said. I do my own research. Like a lot of people say to you, you can listen to me, but just go and do the research. Get educated yourself. Don't just stay with what I tell you. Go look it up yourself. It's right there. The internet is right there. What's it called? Whatever.
Hydrochloroquine?
Yes. He said from the get-go that works. There was a black nurse who said it too, and they tried to ban her. And guess what?
Tried.
Now
They got rid
sit
of her.
here talking about, oh, it does work. And by the way, Trump was the only one that also said take your vitamins, vitamin C, D, and something else.
No.
He also pushed that, but then y'all didn't want to hear that.
It's-
Oh, but we hear about vitamins, just like they want to feed you with all the French fries and the free burgers and the free shakes, and ain't nobody pushing no free vegetables, no free health care, gym memberships. Where the gym memberships at? They ain't pushing for that. And by the way, I don't see them pushing for no free insulin for y'all that really need insulin.
Insulin's on back order. Just so whoever
You see
needs
how
it.
that work? Y'all so quick to get a shot, but y'all not asking the right questions. I think Charlamagne the God was the one who was like questioning y'all pushing this vaccine, especially in the inner cities. You coming over here talking about you going to the barbershops. Excuse me? Now you invading my sanctuary by going to the barbershops and you go into the beauty salons so you can do a shot at the shop. That's the initiative, so you can get more black folks vaccinated. We want you to trust the government.
Look, man.
With all that y'all got going on, now you coming into our communities trying to push these shots. Yeah, all right.
Your killer is the mask. That's the Fauci killer.
And y'all still listening to Fauci. Well, Fauci, now you know why Trump pushed Fauci to the side. Y'all kept wondering, why was he silencing Fauci? And there was a time where Trump even said, well, one minute he says to you don't wear a mask, the next minute he says wear a mask. He said, why would I put somebody out there that's flip-flopping? It don't look right. You the main doctor, but you saying 1 minute yes and then 1 minute no. Like, dude, you making us all look crazy. But y'all got mad at Trump. And now you see the leaked emails. You see all this other stuff coming out. Y'all do what you want to do. But I'll say this. I'm going to keep wearing the mask just to protect myself because y'all nasty out there in that world, okay? A lot of y'all be doing some shady stuff. A lot of y'all don't even blow your nose correctly. A lot of y'all be sweating, and that sweat look dirty. I don't have time for that, okay? And y'all know who you are. There's some people that sweat clean and some people that sweat dirty.
What the hell is
That
a
is a
clean
fact.
sweat?
That
Please
is a
show me
fact.
what is a clean sweat? Like, whoa, this is clear. Who does that?
One that don't look like you got oils and stuff dripping off of your skin. Like
Oh
some of
my
y'all
God.
sweat look dirty, but that, listen, it is what it is. But anyways, congratulations to Simone Biles. I want to give you another shout out, girl, because you did your thing. Want to let you know that we recognize you. If the others don't, it's okay. You'll just go ahead and snag 7 more titles. It's all good. And then again, happy Pride Month. We want to celebrate the LGBTQIP2SAA plus minus, along with the future CHP. Oh, you didn't know what that meant? If you're just tuning in, that's for C is for cisgender pride, H is for hetero pride, and eventually we'll be celebrating the pedophilia pride. Because love is love.
Somebody asked for them to go on there. The P part.
PP. Well, there's more to this pride stuff. Are y'all ready for the next part? Because I think I did it, I messed y'all up. Now, there's a petition requesting an LGBTQ Pride Center.
Get it from the Black Lives Matter fund.
Should use that on the house. You can't get that back. You can't put that. Can't split that up.
The person who started the petition says that there is no formal year-round programming for the LGBTQ community.
It's a lie.
That is, but go ahead. Yeah, that is.
They're asking, they said that we have a strong sense of community for African Americans, programming for families, a lot of live music and such, but why not celebrate the LGBTQ community? We are certainly visible and bring a lot of tax revenue to certain towns, just like straight folks. I'm sorry, young lady that wrote this. It's not straight folks anymore. It's cisgender. Get it together. So they're asking for this community center to be put in place. Now, my issue with this is, why are we celebrating who you sleep with?
I don't think that's what she wants to celebrate.
Well, then what does she want to celebrate? Because to me, it's like, okay, if you're gay, you're gay. Okay, what's that got to do with anything? If you're a lesbian, you're a lesbian. I mean, one of the cues is for questioning. So if you're still questioning what you are, you shouldn't even be a part of the community. You're just crazy. Confused, right?
She would have to go into detail
Now
because
you're talking about
mental health.
getting rid of genders. You don't want to be genderized and what is a binary, non-binary? What is that?
I thought you had the answer for that in there somewhere. I was just trying to go on. You put it in there. I thought you had the answer, but I don't know, because the only hope, and it sounds so bad, only help I can see them going through is traumatic help that borders mental health. If they saying they're that hurt
Therapy
or
services?
traumatized, that's what else help
Don't
they
y'all
need.
have to have therapy services
'Cause-
before
'cause-
y'all even transition? If you're trying to transition, what therapy do you need if you want to sleep with the same sex?
I don't know. That's some people. Some people need that therapy. Some people need some type of therapy.
Let's go through this. Okay, so we're gonna play the game. What therapy do you need? What therapy? What therapy do you need to be a lesbian? You like to sleep with women if you're a woman, right?
Right.
So what's the problem? All right, you decided that you're no longer into men. You like women. Okay, there's no therapy needed. Just sleep with a woman. You're gay. That's for the men. All right, so you like sleeping with men if you're a man. What's the therapy? What do you need? If that's what you like to sleep with, then go ahead.
Wouldn't it be similar or exposed to men on the same thing as lesbian?
Bisexual.
Whatever it is.
Bisexual means you sleep with men and women. What's the problem? What therapy do you need? I can understand if it's confusing because you don't know who you want to settle down with, but really you like the best of both worlds. All right. Trans. Maybe you need therapy.
You couldn't just say,
because if you're born a certain way and now you're telling me that you're not this way, intervention therapy would work so that way you can hit puberty and figure out what it is you want. You can't tell what you want if you ain't never tried it.
Okay, so we'll give you that.
Queer questioning. I thought queer was a bad term.
Didn't I just tell you what they're going to do? Like I said, they're going to take it and flip it.
I guess you would need therapy for that. If you're questioning, then you need therapy because you just don't know. So you don't know what you want to do with yourself. So you shouldn't be with nobody because you're just bringing toxicity. What is it called?
Toxicity.
To your relationship.
But then, if you're doing that, you definitely need some type of mental health.
Pansexual, you like men, women, and trans. You need therapy. So we definitely know that the trans needs therapy, and we know pansexuals need therapy.
Can I ask a question about pansexual? Do we really need that breakdown? Because if that trans is transitioning to the next gender, isn't it now that you like
after you?
But isn't it now you still like
because they need to be recognized just
woman
like
or whatever it
else.
is?
It is Pride Month. They need to be recognized just like everybody else. Okay? And they're just letting you know that it's all about love.
I'm asking.
They love everybody. They love you if you're a man, a cisgender man. If you're a cisgender woman. And they love the fact that you decided to be a trans. They will bump and grind with whoever will bump and grind with them.
But is so if you go through the complete transition, transitioning service or whatever it is, if you go through the whole thing, and now aren't you representing the other thing? So hence, if you're a man, now I'm representing as a woman.
No,
meaning,
because you're not paying attention.
No, but
so
think about because am
I
I forever going to be in that middle?
Had this conversation.
No, we
okay,
didn't have
yes,
this one.
we did. And I'm gonna tell you what the conversation was. The conversation, because I asked the question: am I supposed to know that you're trans? Clearly, the trans community wants you to know that they are trans, so you have to put respect on their name. The trans community, they want you to know that they used to be another sex. They're not walking out here. His coworkers just not walking out here claiming to be a woman.
Well, that's because
his coworker will sit there and proudly rep the flag that she is a trans. So she wants you to know that she used to be a guy. Why do you think the women feel some type of way? Because you just sat there and told me. Had you not said nothing, I wouldn't have questioned nothing.
Well, maybe that guy is bad, or excuse me, maybe that person is bad with just putting on makeup and can't complete the whole
You're not
thing.
paying attention. So you can't call a trans that person because they already
I called them a person, not
they
he or she.
solidified their gender. However,
What's the gender? What's the gender that they're trying to solidify to? If you're trying to go from male to female, then okay, here's a female, right? And if I'm a pan, then I'm still sleeping with females.
Here's
right?
the thing. Here's the thing.
Right?
So, you have so a transgender girl can also be with transgender girls. Does that make you gay?
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it make you a lesbian?
It would make you make you gay because you're two guys sleeping with each other dressed like women.
He said two guys sleeping with each other. Whatever it is. But here's the deal. If you're transitioning to the other gender and you go through the whole thing, then wouldn't you now want to be recognized? So male for female.
We're all confused over here because let's break it down another point. Okay,
I'm just saying.
We're having this conversation over transgender, LGBT. I'm sorry.
Well, these were about pans.
LGBTQIP2SAA plus minus. And at the end of the day, y'all trying to get rid of genders anyway, talking about mothers are birthing people. You're a cisgender. You're a person. There is no more genders. We're not male and females anymore. So technically, if you're a transgender, there's no more gender. You're a trans person. You're a person. He's a person.
So then
If
we're
you
just
want to, I mean, I'm sorry. Damn, I left out the dogs. Dogs, I'm sorry. Because we just, in the beginning of the show, we had the dog pride. Man, it's the LGBTQIP2SAA plus minus CHPND. Ding. I'm so sorry. Dog pride.
oh Lord.
Please forgive me, y'all. I did not mean to disrespect the dogs. Now, I'm gonna ask this question. It's gonna sound silly, but if we celebrating dogs, are we celebrating? Okay.
Are we celebrating?
Never forget the D. It's LGBTQQIP P.
What's the other P?
Oh no, you can have P 2SAA plus minus. So the first P is for pansexual. The second P is for pedophilia, unless they want to use a different terminology to make it sound, better. And then the other P is for pets. Listen, Happy Pride Month. I just gave you all your letters. You can pay me later. So from now on, I know it's long, Truth, but you have to say LGBTQI 3P. How about that? 3P.
3P. You just
3P.
do a number. P to the third
power.
power.
Say PPP because it sounds funny. So we'll say 3P, 2SAA, because remember, the 2S is for the two spirit. The 3P is for pansexual, pedophilia, and pets.
Good Lord, man.
Happy Pride Month.
Good Lord.
And again, congratulations to Simone Biles. And let's switch over to politics real quick. Because when I find out shocking news, I'm in my chair or something, I'm so dramatic, I fall to the floor and fall out. Okay? Because I don't understand what I just read. Now, I used to be a fan of Who's the Boss?
Okay.
Big fan. I watched it religiously all the way up to the end. Then I became a fan of Charmed. And I was a fan of Charmed because of
Look at that.
two people. That one right there, Alyssa Milano and Shannon Doherty
Okay.
from 90210 and Little House on the Prairie. So Shannon was the real reason why I watched it. Because when Alyssa came on and she played Phoebe, I wasn't really into Phoebe. It was all about Shannon Doherty, really. Then they killed her off. All right, but then I kept watching it because it was something. You know how you watch a show and it's like a show you just have to, I don't know, you just have to stay loyal to it until it ends. That's what it was. But it was silly, but it had good episodes, good storylines.
Mm.
So since she hasn't been acting that much, Alyssa, she got into politics, okay? And she used her fan base to get her to where she is. She got a podcast, all this other stuff. She spoke out against Trump and everything else and blah, 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 blah. She's a Democrat, whatever. So now, Alyssa is considering running for Congress in 2024 to take over Los Angeles District 4, I believe, which is ran by a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
My question to Truth and to you, Jeff. Should, given the respect that we have Caitlyn Jenner running, should celebrities get into politics? Do celebrities really understand the people? Because they're not on the same level as we are. So, what are your thoughts?
I would say, I guess it depends on the individual. Again, when you're talking about, I guess, overall looks, men are going to vote for her because of what she looks like. She's still attractive, which is why, what was the back in the day? Was it McCain? Who had the governor from Alaska as his
McCain.
McCain.
Yeah.
Right, Miss Payne. I forgot her name. I apologize. Which she's very attractive, and it was going real well until all that
Nonsense.
backfired when they found out that everything she was talking about was BS because her daughter was pregnant
Right.
at 12.
Sarah Palin, honey.
Yeah. So my thing is, if you can bring a community together and make it better as a whole, why not? I mean, it worked for Reagan. Why not?
Okay.
All right, here's the deal. Should a celebrity run? It depends how far removed they are from being for lack of a better term, celebrity, because I don't even want to say celebrity because they're still known. They still have the fame. Meaning Alyssa Milano. She hasn't been in anything in a while.
Yeah.
She's
That's not true. She was on an episode of, I think 2 seasons ago. She was on, 2 seasons ago.
So, like,
Grey's
2018?
Anatomy. She did an episode reunion with Piper, whatever her last name is.
okay, so like 2018.
Yeah.
And even during 2018, she wasn't hitting the circuit. Like, she got a movie, she got this. So she's been winding down of the celebrity things.
Okay.
I don't mind if I see her in that district. Not she just brought a house in that district so she can run there because it's easier for her to use whatever fame she has to take over.
Can she really help the people, though?
Nice.
But no, this is where I'm going.
Okay.
Because she's not of the people. If I move to Newark, right, and everybody knows me because I'm famous Jeff, and then I'm like, yo, I'm running for mayor, and you sitting there looking like you don't even know where Jefferson Street is. How you gonna run for mayor, right?
Right.
So it's the same thing here. So this is what we question when they say, "Oh, The Rock wants to run for president." Why in the heck is The Rock running? Because he's not of the 99%.
Right.
He doesn't. So he can't understand how to help them anymore because he's been so far removed and he's worried about his Disney movies or whatever.
I mean, listen, because if we had the Rock money, we go pretend like we don't know y'all either.
Again, of course, but again, Melissa ain't broke either. She been out of the game for a minute, like serious in the game.
Right.
But she has funds. She has the pension set up from the Actors Guild. She ain't hurting. She got to do a lot of messed up stuff for her to be out on the street.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
I don't know what District 4 is like. I don't know if she's regular constituent of the District 4 people.
It's a Republican.
But is it a
struggle.
wealthy area? You get what I'm saying? Is it a or a high middle class or low middle class or
Is
a
it an
poor?
area that's really going to buy into what she's selling?
She's worth 10 mil.
What she's selling? Democratic is the easy sell at this point. We hated Trump. You remember me, right? Last year I was on that train to get rid of Trump.
And she was
So
she
that
was
was
heavy
points.
deep in the Me Too movement.
That's extra points. There you go. You see what I'm saying? Now, can she really address the issues that need to be addressed? She probably won't know them.
Okay.
Because, again, it's an easy way into Congress, which is a real great job, and she could jump to the next step of Congress.
I believe in in a few coming months, or maybe during Pride Month, we're also going to celebrate Straight Pride. I think I sent you a picture of it. It says, "Thank a straight person today for your existence. Straight Pride." Well, it's Pride Month, so I'm trying to cover all the bases here.
That can't be true, bro.
So,
That can't be.
but I mean, I don't know if they're going to stick with the straight pride or they're going to stick with, or they're going to change it to cisgender pride. I think the committee is still discussing that.
No,
But-
I'm referring to the message on it. Thank a straight person today for your existence.
Yes, thank a straight person.
There are
today for your
many
existence.
homosexual people, or
Huh?
whichever letter we want to pick there, that
Well,
have had
here's the thing,
children
the only way-
naturally.
The only way to get a child really is if a man ejaculates and the sperm connects with the egg. The egg comes from a female.
So you think some homosexual men or Y, whatever which one the letters, have not been with natural females or cis female,
Oh,
cis
look at
fender?
you learning.
Look at I
Yes.
got to learn. Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that. I can learn.
Yeah.
So that happens. Those letters mixy. So I'm just saying.
you know, you got school folks, okay?
Hey, I'm
Because
just
he over
saying.
here being ignorant. It is the LGBTQI3P 2SAA plus minus. Now that's to be all inclusive, but the CH. So the 3 P's are for
You sit there just
pansexual.
getting it.
I like the fact that the CH comes after the plus and the minus. The
Come
C
on.
for cisgender, the H for hetero pride. We have pansexual, pedophilia pride, and pets.
Oh Lord.
I just like it's a lot.
What the fuck is
It's a lot. Now Tyler Perry wants to know: do y'all want more? Should he keep the story going? He teased, "Why did I get married again?" as the third in the series. It was "Why did I get married? Why did I get married to TOO?" And now he's teasing, "Why did I get married again?" And listen, people want it. I think because they want to see Janet Jackson. But people want it. Remember, the
don't.
last one left us with Janet Jackson entertaining Dwayne Johnson, who's AKA The Rock. So they want to know, did they get hitched or whatever? And this was actually a well-done movie. Why did I get married? Why did I get married to? Except for the whole, maybe it was just me. So why did I get married? When the wife had to hit the husband over the head with the bottle, there was a delay with that whole thing. And every single time I watch it, there's always a delay. But either way, I'm here for it. Because every now and then Tyler Perry will give us a movie that's really, really good. See, y'all still bitter over that whole Netflix shooting a movie in 2 days. Listen.
You the one with the
You
slippers.
what?
You the one who
Yeah.
wrote that down. Great job, I would say.
But I'm saying, I really think that this would be a hit. We would love to see Janet Jackson back on screen and everybody else because it's a really good cast.
Are they coming back though?
Well, listen, like my mom said, he may have written this already and he just has it laying around someplace.
I
and
agree with
he's
you.
teasing it.
I agree with your mom. I think he
So-
has. Yeah, I think he
And
already
he's
read that.
asking, trying to get a feel, do y'all want it? And everybody basically is like, heck yeah, we want it. I mean, if you like the first two, you're going to want to see them again. Why not? you know?
Let me ask you a question. If he had to change the characters, would you still want it?
No.
Why? It's a great story.
It's a great story, but I want it if it's only going to show the original characters. I don't see the point in bringing somebody new.
No. I mean recast. So we still got the same characters. You just don't have Janet. You just don't have this. It's now-
No, I think
it's now
Janet ain't
LaToya.
doing nothing. I think he can't get Janet. I don't think she would.
I'm
it
just
wouldn't make
saying.
sense to recast that. No.
I'm just saying, if he couldn't get him and he had to recast,
No, because I don't think you can mess with that chemistry. I
so
really
you wouldn't
don't.
want to see it.
This man is
I
a
think
genius.
on your show that you guys do on Fridays, casting room. I
Mhm.
think y'all should talk about casting because a lot of times in many flicks, whether it be movies or television shows, some of these castings are on point, especially when
True.
you see the connection that everyone has with each other.
True.
Like, for instance, let's talk about Family Matters real quick. If you look at the cast when, like,
The TV
first-
show.
Yeah, the TV show, the first few seasons, you see how perfectly they casted everybody. Between Carl Winslow, you had the mother Harriet, and if you pay attention to Harriet and Laura, they were perfect as mother and daughter.
Mm.
Because there were it was Harriet's mannerisms that Laura picked up and she was able to duplicate her mother's, her TV mom's, habits.
Okay.
And that was like spot on. That was perfect, great casting. Y'all should talk about that because I was fascinated every single time I'm watching it. Now that I'm watching it with my son and I'm watching Urkel come into the mix, that was perfect casting. And I see why they brought him on because he was the little things when he was younger as a young teenage boy, he was spot on with his acting and him back and forth with Carl. They were spot on together. So, I mean, you don't think so?
I think he was good. He was good with Carl, but it became the Carl and Urkel show. But
Well, we're talking about the very beginning. I'm not.
yeah,
going through
yeah,
the
no,
whole
the first
series.
two,
I'm
the
saying
first
in the
two, yeah,
beginning.
yeah. But there's a reason. No, so you talking when you're trying to relate the casting to compare the chemistry to the other characters in the
Yes,
series.
chemistry.
Yes, that's great. But it's something to be considered. But then again, if you're going to continue on and you get two new people that are great chemistry together, they're just not the two new people, the two people we had before. Why can't you still watch it? Because it's still a continuation of the same story.
So, in other news, since everybody's been lifting the lockdowns, we've had massive mass shootings all over the place. We just had another one. At least 13 people were injured in a mass shooting in downtown Austin, Texas. It seems to be an isolated incident. But my question to you two is, do you think we were safer on lockdown? Like,
No.
what do you think is the root cause of all these massive shootings?
We hit it right on the head on the Man Show. We let everybody know the government has been pulling the wool over your eyes. Crime rate has been up
Yeah.
big time. They just haven't been speaking about it. They want you to go out. They want you to spend money. They don't care anything about your health. They just want you out there spending the money before you get shot.
Well, if you say it the way you said it, okay.
Well, it's the truth. But at the end of the
I got my
day,
TV.
we warned everyone that this summer was going to truly be a hot
bad
boy
one.
summer. It's going to be very testy. People haven't been out in over a year.
Yep.
And if we get any inkling of what we got last week, it's going to be a blazing summer. So if you're getting 90-some degrees in early June, that's letting you know what August, which is the true summer month,
Yep.
is going to be like. And we told people, I understand you want to get out the house, but choose your spots very well.
Right.
We had the shooting at the carnival
Yes.
not too long ago. Was it last week? We had the shooting at the carnival. And the one that really gets shot up is the one at the MetLife, which is opening up this weekend. So come on at your own peril.
I mean, I like the MetLife.
It's bigger,
The Meadowlands Carnival.
It's really nice, but not to get shot by. I'm good.
I took my son one time, but honestly, we had such a ball, and it was such a good ball. See, we went at a good time, though. We didn't go when it was, like, super crowded. We picked the right time to
We
go.
went at 2 in the afternoon. I love
Exactly. They just starting to ride
Yeah.
up. Give it a minute. They got to warm up.
It's always
Okay.
at night when all the,
Yeah, when all the other people come.
We
Alyssa
don't go
talk
at
about
night.
who
I like
did
to
freaks
see-
come out at night. You know what I mean? The drunks or whatever, and then next thing you know, you see people running.
Hey, man.
I mean, we went to Coney Island, and we had a ball. The kid had a ball. He's my younger self. Like, I used to love rides, but ever since I had him, I developed motion sickness, so I can't do those rides anymore. I made the mistake and went on an airplane ride. All I heard him was giggling, saying, I want more, and I just wanted it to stop. Like, my whole world. At some point, we went upside down. I thought I was falling out. Like, I was done. I was like, go ahead, knock yourself out. He wanted to do the slingshot. I said, oh, my God, I love you. But I just can't do it anymore. I really can't.
Fair
But
enough.
I think we were safer in the house. But yes, you're right. The government is hiding a lot. By the way, your VP Kamala Harris doesn't understand why people keep asking her why she hasn't visited the border. She even stated that she hasn't gone to Europe yet. But she did go to Guatemala.
Yes.
And she told the people, do not come. Do not come, or else you will be turned away. Now, weeks ago, I did mention the solution to everybody coming. I would have said, come if you want to. Not don't come. Come if you want to. Because as soon as you cross the border, what did I say? We're going to put you on it. You're going to go check your name. What is your name? Spell that. Okay?
Jesus.
No.
Jesus.
I don't understand what you're saying. It's okay, honey. Listen, tell the bus driver. Y'all going to get on a bus. There's a hole for the bus to go through. He going to go through the border. Going to drop you off where you came from. So you ain't got to walk back. We're not cruel. We're not going to have y'all walk back. It took a lot for y'all to get here. We'll give you some food, but we're going to send your happy behinds right on back. That's it. Tell the bus driver, the men with the guns, they're not going to hurt you. They're just there for protection. But tell the bus driver where your stop is. These are little buttons. When you see that we're getting close to your neighborhood, press the button. That's it. And we're going to drop you back home.
Why?
At no cost.
Why?
What's the problem?
Why?
I'm sorry, you got family here, but they didn't tell us that. You still got to go around. There's a way to do that, honey. I'm going to give you the number. You're going to call this number when you get home. You're going to fill out the paperwork, all that stuff. It's a process. It's about 2 to 3 years before you can come back over here, okay? All right. You tell your mama that the smuggler, we're going to lock him up because he knew he was wrong. Okay, honey? Yes. Get on the bus. Like I said, tell the bus driver they speak Spanish. Tell the bus driver where your house is. You're going to press the button. Make sure you press that button so don't fall asleep. You're going to press that button, and then, boop, they're going to drop you off. Now, they're not going to just pull off. They're going to wait till somebody receives you. Know that you got in the house. Then they're going to go, okay? But come if you want to. That's what you were supposed to say, Kamala. If you're really black, you were supposed to have that come if you want to.
But she not, so she wasn't.
Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe she channeled the Indian side. Do not come.
Shots fired.
Do not come.
Holy shit.
So put that picture of the black teenager. This is 17-year-old Shakur Young. 17. Well, he done stole a car with his friend in Madison, which is in Morris County of New Jersey. They was driving down 280, Interstate 280, where they hit an SUV, and then the car flipped over, ejecting the 2 people, and he died.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's from Newark. Here's my question. You from Newark, what was you doing in Madison?
Stealing
I'm
the car.
confused because hold up. Oh shoot. Okay, hold on. Let me just look at something. Because it happened on June 6th. It was a Sunday. So Sunday is a day of rest. You were 17 years old. You could have been reading a book. You could have been helping out around the house. But you and your friend decided to go to Madison, New Jersey to steal somebody's car. They don't reported you're behind. And now the police after you. Y'all speeding. You hit an SUV. Now the driver of the SUV wasn't hurt. But then because of the impact and how you was driving, y'all flipped. You got ejected and you died. Very good looking kid. You probably had a promising life if you just would have acted right. Now your parents have to bury your behind. They lose out on a son. For what? To all the other teenagers that are out here just stealing cars. It was a 19-year-old or 18-year-old who stole a BMW. What? Is this something new? Y'all got freedom now and now you want to steal cars? So here's my thing. You from Newark. Clearly this is a Newark issue. So to the mayor. What you're probably going to have to do to set these kids straight, because clearly the parents can't do it, so we're going to need for you to step in, you're going to have to instill a curfew. You're going to have to put in a curfew for all these teenagers because y'all done lost your minds. Yes, we was on lockdown. You couldn't act right on the lockdown, so now that there is no more lockdown, you're still not acting right. So my suggestion is, Mayor Ras Baraka, all teenagers go on lockdown. There's a curfew from Sunday through Saturday. Okay? No cop should see not one teenager outside of the house after a certain time. Now, mind you, this is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe
Okay.
you should also, hold on, I got more. So, also, with that being said, maybe y'all going to need to have a checkpoint posted in certain locations to make sure these kids are where they're supposed to be. So, if I said lockdown. So if you got the kids on lockdown, that means all the time that you were outside the house because y'all don't know how to act when you get out of the house, is to go to your job. Now, where is your job? Hopefully your job is in Newark because they are hiring, okay? That's where you go. And if you have other locations for work, then you need to show proof that that's where you're going. Because this don't make no sense. Now we have a life loss, has nothing to do with the cops, people, so calm that down. He did it to himself. Ain't nobody tell him to go steal the car. He did it himself with his friend. And his friend is up in a hospital someplace. They ain't released that name. But now, the other to the friend, did you learn? Because your friend is dead. You know you're going to pay the price. Can't do nothing with him, but bury him. It's an unnecessary death. But this is what's happening in our city. You're safe nowhere. Because you're all the way in Madison, got nothing to do with Newark, and somebody's stealing your car. What you steal the car for? I'm pretty sure the owner was like, well, if you needed a ride, shoot. They was down to go someplace. They've been in the house all year, too. What you stealing somebody else's stuff for? Where'd you get taught to steal? What's wrong with our people? But it is what it is. Again, rest in peace, young man. It is Pride Month, so we still want to say Happy Pride. We want to celebrate you all.
Well, Alyssa said they stay on curfew in Newark. She said she loves it too.
Ain't nobody on curfew. Who on curfew?
Did we know that he had a promising future, or was he a loser 17-year-old? They
didn't
never
know
gave
he
a
did.
background of this guy?
I don't need
'Cause
background of him.
usually
I don't
black
need
kids, they
background
give
of him.
background.
All I know is that he's dead. And my issue is,
So maybe that was his destiny. Check me out. Whether he died in that car crash, whether he died in that car crash at this point in time, or whether he would have died in that shootout that may have happened coming up in August. We just speculating here. Maybe that was his time, because maybe he lived that life of those Newark
you were
kids.
17 years old. I think this is
Ma-
where I'm
th-
going. You were 17
That's
years
my
old.
point.
You
It's the
should be
parenting.
gearing up, ready to go, finish school.
And
No,
obviously
it's
his
the
parents-
parenting.
his
He never
parents
had that.
He never have it.
If he had a mother like you, he wouldn't been talking about stealing.
Yeah.
I can't spell steal.
17-year-old,
17? Come on, bro.
Starts at the
Was
house.
you jacking cars at 17? And they're like, I can't wait to go to college. I'm about to get out of here. No. It starts at home.
I
Sorry,
mean,
man.
So now, what are we doing? Am I about to go in on the parents of Newark, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Says she loves the.
Do you need help? I
she
got
loves the mayor.
time for the next weekend.
She loves she loves your mayor. From
Ross Baraka?
Roz. She loves Roz.
Oh, we love Roz too, don't we?
Alyssa
Don't
says
you
she
love
loves
Roz?
Don't you love
Workout
Roz?
Roz. Hey, yo, we need to work out Roz.
Well, next Sunday they do have a Father's Day competition where I think he's participating in weightlifting challenge, I believe.
Look at that. I mean, he had a workout all 2020, so he was good.
Oh, well, everybody else had to stay in the house.
That's
and
right.
still
He was,
pumping?
you know,
Okay.
he had it. He was good.
But I will say this. Here's an update on Mayor Ross Baraka. I did see a video of him working out. But, sir, you're finally wearing workout clothes. Because it irritated the heck out of me to see you with your work pants. I did not understand.
Hey.
I know that you had to go to work. But you did not need to pump iron with your workout pants. When I say irritated, I was irritated. But thank you to everybody that tuned in. This is Pride Month. I want to say congratulations again to Simone Biles. We got you, girl. Want to say congratulations to all the Pride people, the LGBTQQ, I3P, 2SAA plus minus CH.
Shout out to the pants.
Now, the C is for cisgender pride. The H is for hetero pride. I'm gonna throw in the S because now we have straight pride, but they're still beating on that to distinguish if it's gonna be straight or cisgender pride. But the 3Ps, shout out to your pansexuals, your
Yes.
pedophilia sexuals, and your pets who may be gay too. So don't discriminate them, okay? That could be your dog, your snakes, your gerbils, hamsters, your cats, birds. We don't want to discriminate anybody. We want to be all inclusive. That's why we have the plus. And I added the minus because you're discriminating against the minus. And for those that don't know, a minus is when you get rid of your breasts, get rid of your genitals, so to become who you want to be. Thank you for joining us. Until next time.